Welcome back to our channel. It is I, your favorite Congolese princess, Forever Mamu.
It's your boy Sir Wave-A-Lot.
And we are back. Month 3 of quarantine. We alright.
We doing alright, you know what I'm saying?
We doing alright.
Oh, got your hair freshly done.
Oh, do y'all peep? I did this myself. So this is the second time I did the rubber band technique. Shout out to YouTube for teaching me how. So you feel me? I'm kind of like a professional. Sort of. Don't get too into the parts though. They still a little air, but I did my best. You ready?
You ready?
Okay.
Yes. Boom. I think that's 2 weeks in a row.
Relax.
Cool. So I'm keeping score from here on out. This is where we start keeping score.
No, this is not where we start. It's 5-2, so.
I think this is the first
7-2. Cool. All right. You want an intro?
Sure. So today we're going to be doing some more Q&A. Recently we got an influx of followers, so we decided that we should answer some questions that y'all might have for us. And so we got this hat here. We got 10 questions or so inside the hat. We're going to open these questions up and answer them for y'all. You want to start?
No, you got it. You won.
All right, fine.
It's you.
The first one I see here is relationship advice.
That's a long one.
That's a big.
But
question.
I think what we've done really well with, and what we tried to say a lot to people, is communication. And that sounds very obvious, but it's kind of like communicate on everything, exactly how you're feeling. Don't assume that other person is thinking something. Don't assume that they know how you feel. Just over communicate. And if you hurt feelings in the process, then it is what it is. But at least everyone knows the playing field. Everyone knows where we're at. Communicate, over communicate.
Piggybacking off of that, communicating is one thing, but learning how the other person likes to communicate. Because sometimes I might want to say something, she might take it the wrong way, and vice versa. So understanding how your partner or whatever accepts said communication.
Yeah, I think that's
good.
That's good.
All
Yeah,
right.
communicate. I mean, if you want to know more, you guys can DM us specific questions about relationships. We'll help you out. Okay. How do you stay busy during the lockdown? Video games.
It helps that we have similar interests.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of stuff together that's productive and non-productive. So video games is one. We work out together. We binge documentaries. We go on walks. Like we like to just take a walk around the block, around the neighborhood.
He's been learning a lot of like video editing skills and like photography editing skills. So that's cool. Skill learning.
Yeah, so
just
like
in general,
I think you should all have like some kind of passion. My number one passion is playing basketball. I like to hoop all the time, but obviously in this scenario we cannot. So video editing is another passion I got, and so I've been doing that. What about you?
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about passions here.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not my passion, but I'm just more interested. I've never been the type to do my own hair. Like, I always go get my hair done. I don't really like playing with my hair. So it's just been interesting to like learn my hair for the first time, what works, what doesn't, how it reacts to certain stuff. So I've been learning a lot, and I'm starting to get into gardening. You guys can't see it, but there's a few plants around here. My good friend Val and Elise, they sent us some plants. Shout out to them. So I really want to now, especially since the weather is nice, I want to really have a balcony with plants and really get into my green thumb of it all. So
you're gonna be like one of them Janae Aiko, moody, plants everywhere kind of chicks.
that's the vibe that I'm going for. Yes.
Wow, I hate them kind of girls.
Well, guess we're divorcing. Next question.
Ooh, infidelity. How do you handle it?
So fortunately for us, we haven't had any cases of known infidelity. I say that because I 100% trust him and he 100% trusts me. But like, I'm just saying that as far as we know,
right,
there's been no infidelity. I would say that if it were to happen, especially at this point in our relationship, like this point we're basically married, So it's not, I don't think it would be as easy as like, oh, you cheated, so we're done. I know this man front, back, side to side. I know his heart. So back to that communication piece of advice. I think you talk through it. I don't think that it's just going to be back to normal right after. But I think you have a conversation and you talk through it and you figure out what's going on and what's the next step. I don't think it's fair for your relationship to just walk away. Obviously, it wasn't fair for whoever to cheat on whoever, but I don't think it's fair to just be like, well, you cheated and I'm done. You know, so I would say try to communicate and figure out like what is the next step. But yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's also important to know what may have caused it. I mean, maybe whoever did the cheating was just being stupid, right? But it might be an underlying theme in it. Maybe it was like they didn't feel like they were listened to enough, or they didn't feel like there was loved enough. Yeah, it's like these things can be talked about. But yeah, but black men don't cheat, so it don't really matter.
All right, we're moving on. All right, who has more shoes?
It's definitely you. You definitely got more shoes. You got a lot of shoes you don't even wear.
They're just there.
They're just there. Like there's a closet full of shoes that you never wear.
However, I have more shoes, but his shoes are way more expensive. He be buying them collectible Jordans that just carry dust in the closet. Like just as much as I have shoes I don't wear, you have an entire closet as well of shoes you don't even look at. So at least I look at these shoes in the closet. This man has like 5 to 6 pairs that he wears faithfully. Then the rest of them, he's like, oh, maybe I can resell them. Like they're brand new, haven't been worn collectibles that just sit in our closet. So I have more shoes, but he spends more money on shoes. I'll be getting them like cheapy shoes from Amazon. Like
zodiac signs.
I'm a Cancer. Shout out to Cancer gang. We on our way, baby.
I'm a Scorpio. I don't really know shit about zodiac signs, like the traits and stuff that come with it. I think Scorpios get a bad name, a bad rap.
They do. He doesn't really behave like a Scorpio.
Yeah. So
it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But Scorpios and Cancers are very compatible, so there's that. But I've been afraid of them because they're scary. But you're not, so. One thing you change about your partner.
I think I know what you would change about me.
What would I change about you?
You probably make me more like emotional.
That's fair. Yeah, more expressive. Yeah, that's very fair. Because like I am very emotional. I wear my heart on my sleeve at all times. So, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. Yes.
And the reason I say that is because you try to bring that out of me more than anything else. So,
it don't work.
I'm kind of like blunt. Like I'm just gonna.
It's not even the bluntness of it. It's the.
Like I'm like stale.
It's the lack of like you don't express.
I'm like nonchalant.
Like y'all, the one time that I've seen him cry, and I probably will never see him cry again, was when Kobe died. I'm probably never going to see him cry again. I mean, maybe God forbid when like a family member of ours passes, but I just mean like you're not. You have levels to your emotions. It's like happy, mad, hungry. There's no like. You're not very like.
Damn, yo, you just gonna call me a caveman? That's crazy. Like,
for example, I'm going crazy during this quarantine. I'm having a really rough time. I wouldn't know because he doesn't say anything. Or there would be times where, like, later on down the road, he'll be like, yeah, I was really stressed. I was really going through it during this time. And I'm like, well, why didn't you say anything? So, yeah, I wish he was more expressive of his emotions and didn't feel the need to, like, always be strong all the time. What would you change about me, even though I'm perfect? I would say my patience, but am I right?
I would say that too. I think you're extremely impatient. You have zero patience.
I literally, and it's not like I want to have patience, but I can feel it as the time is going past. I can feel it starting to bubble up inside of me, and I'm just like, I'll be like, let's go! So yeah, I ain't got no patience.
At all. No patience. Low-key gives me anxiety sometimes because I'm like, yo, just chill.
Relax.
Like, relax, man. We're going to be okay. I promise you.
What do you like best about each other?
Sense of humor. We have a very similar sense of humor. And we could literally just be shit in the quarantine and not leaving the crib, and we could just laugh at each other
and entertain each other
with each other, at each other, and entertain each other. Yeah. So, what about you?
I would say you are very protective of your family and friends, and I appreciate that and value that because I feel safe at all times. So that like you're on go, and sometimes it's like, oh my God, relax. But for the most part, I know that I'm protected and safe. I'm a girl. I'm a small girl who is 125 soaking wet. So being able to be protected and know that you're gonna have our backs, you're gonna have our kids back, our family back. I just love how hard you go for your family and friends, and so I appreciate that.
Okay, that's a good answer. Good job. Look at you.
Best strategies when irritated with one another. Walk away. Walk away. Honestly, for me, I walk away, I drink some wine, and then if it's a small irritation, walk away, drink some wine, I'll be better in like an hour and a half.
Give the other person space, right? So I will give her space, go do something productive, kind of it'll take my mind off of it, and give the other person time to think or whatever. And then later on we'll come together and just talk about it. If it's like a big ass argument, then we usually have to talk it out right then and there, just so it doesn't linger.
Pet peeves.
She does like noises with her mouth. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't either.
It's like
I'm not about to do it.
It's like a croaking, grinding.
It's like a noise back here. I'm not about to do it, but it happens when I'm concentrating, and only my closest of friends know that I make that noise.
She doesn't realize when she's doing it.
It's when I'm concentrating hard.
I'm gonna start shooting you with that Nerf gun.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I will fight you.
Okay.
Okay. My pet peeve is that he has a habit of like when he's brushing his hair, brushing his beard, the little tiny hairs go all over the sink. But then when he's brushing his teeth, the whole sink gets wet. So now there's wet hair all over the sink. And I'm just like, so yeah, that is my pet peeve.
Oh, this is the last question. This
all
is
right.
it. All right. You want to put the hat on for me? Because we done. 1 day left. What are you doing? We got 24 hours to live. What are you doing?
I'm throwing a party at my mama's house because the drummers are going to have to be there. I'm going to need traditional Congolese food. I'm going to get high and probably do some shrooms. Like, if I'm going to go out, let me be on a trip. Like, the last 8 hours of the 24, I'm going to do some shrooms. And, yeah, that's dancing, that's food, it's a little bit of drinking, some drugs. Obviously, make love to my man one more time. But I think I would just want to be at home with my family and drummers. We're gonna have to quickly buy you a basketball court so that at the barbecue you can be playing basketball.
I'm gonna eat hella food.
I might try some drugs I ain't never tried before, cause fuck it. Not no reckless ones, but
we're not gonna do like heroin and nothing crazy, but
I mean, not judging you if you do that.
I mean,
have fun, I guess.
Do your thing. That's all the questions we have.
That was great.
Thanks for asking. Thanks for tuning in.
Tell us what y'all want to see, please. Comment below. Like, subscribe, share this video, comment below. What do you guys want to see from us? Thank you for following us, watching our videos. Our most recent ones just made it to 1,000 views, so we thank you so much. But yeah, tell us what y'all want to see.
Y'all be safe out there. And until next time, Mamugo out.